Welcome to another episode of Agency Success GPS. Today I'm talking to a good friend of mine, Troy Howard. He is one of the founders and basically runs SoTellUs. SoTellUs is a reviews and reputation and referral automated management system. I've been using it for a while now and love it. I've known Troy and his platform and have followed him for 5 or 6 years now. It's a family-owned business, and they just do it right. They do it right. Verified listings on Google. The only one where you can do video testimonials and have them syndicated in over to all the major platforms, verified on Google and everything. So it's it's amazing system. And when you get it set up, it took me all of 5 minutes to get it set up. Since then, I've gotten 22 5-star reviews and I think 2 or 3 referrals, so I highly recommend that you check it out. Listen to Troy and I on this podcast. It's a great one, and I hope you have a great day. Hey, Lee Goff here, host of Agency Success Podcast. Thank you so much for coming back on and continuing to listen to our show here. Today I have Troy Howard on the call with me. He is a friend of mine. I've met him, I'm getting old, many moons ago. I think 6 or 7 years ago. I can't remember. I think it's about 7 years ago. And I loved what I heard from him because it's basically an automated way to get more reviews and more referrals. It's SoTellUs. A lot of you out there probably have seen this platform on my website. I use it for me, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And one of the things I love the most about it is that I can trust the ownership and I can get in touch with them. And that is Troy and his brother and his father. They have built multiple platforms like this. This is their latest and greatest and kind of their, from what I can tell, becoming their flagship. And so let me introduce Troy Howard, just a wonderful, wonderful guy, and it's got a great service out there. Troy, how are you doing today?
I am sensational, Lee. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So, I think we're starting to open up here from COVID. So life is starting to get back to a little bit normal. I hope it is for you as well. Hope everybody is. We have all taken our fair share of lumps in 2020. So I'm ready for it to, to get a little bit better. So tell us about SoTellUs, man, if you don't mind. Just kind of give us a minute or two on what SoTellUs is and how it can help our agencies out there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what SoTellUs is it's a review and referral platform. We built it about 5 years ago, and it helps small business owners capture reviews and referrals from their clients in less than 30 seconds. And the really cool thing about it is not only can it help your clients get, reviews on Google, Facebook, Yelp, and hundreds of other review sites, but we're also the only video review platform in the world. So you can actually capture a video review from your client right there, less than 30 seconds. And then what our system does is it markets those reviews for you. And that's really key because you can have 1,000 great reviews, but if nobody sees them, they don't really matter. So our system takes those reviews and it just turns them into marketing juice, and it pushes them out through your website, the search engines, your social media sites. It does follow-up to get referrals from your clients. It gives them special offers. It is a complete marketing system that helps you just take the social proof you have and put it everywhere for your potential clients to see.
And they make it super easy. And so again, I personally use it. I got it set up about a month ago, I guess at this point, I think a little over a month ago. Just through the basic automation out there, I don't know, 15 or 20 different reviews on, I can't remember exactly what I've gotten here in the past month, but it's helped tremendously. Even got a referral out of it. So thank you very much on that. I appreciate that. Yeah. So let's address the obvious here. Why are reviews so important for you? But you go first, and then I'm going to address that question as well. Why is getting reviews such a big deal?
Oh man, I can't tell you how important it is in today's society. Well, and if you just take a look at it, think about Google, think about Amazon. They have trained us as a society that we aren't going to purchase anything without checking out the reviews, seeing what other people are saying about it. And it's not just products, it's services too, right? Google's great at that, reviews for different services. So it's ingrained in, our buying, psyche, if you will. In fact, there was a study done that showed that 88% of people consider a review as good as getting a personal recommendation from their friend. I want you to think about that for a second. So it used to be like referrals was the big thing, right? Oh, if I can get referrals, that'll make my business grow. And referrals are great. The reason referrals work so well is because you have this trust that's, transferred between the person who referred their friend over to you. But what's crazy now is that reviews are almost as good as a referral from their personal friend, because people believe what a total stranger will say online as if their best friend told them about it. Like, that's crazy to think about.
It is. It's always shocked me about that, but it's so true. And I have a few reasons as to why I think that is because, one, we're inundated with so much BS nowadays. We will never trust one source, ever, like ever. Yeah. We will always go to Facebook. We will always go to Google. We will always go to Yelp. We will check out their website. We will call references, because we just can't trust. We just can't trust one source anymore. Okay. And we're right in the middle of a presidential election right now. So it's kind of a hot topic for everybody.
Yes.
Nobody can trust a damn thing, right or left. They can't trust a damn thing coming out of any of it right now. It's like, whoa, it's a little much. It's just craziness out there. And so you need to get those reviews, because they do validate your hard work, unbelievable hard work. And it is so true. I don't understand it. I can sit there and tell you that I'm great until the cows come home. You won't believe me, though, because I'm trying to sell you something or whatever it might be. Now you can go read a review from someone you have no idea. There's not even a last name to verify it, but you will take it to the bank. And you know what else I like about reviews? Even I don't think I can say more than referrals, because referrals lead directly to money. So referrals will always be one of my best friends.
Yeah.
But reviews have a life cycle, right? So reviews last for years, and they help you close deals for years. It's not a one referral, it's 10 deals you'll close over the next 2 or 3 years as a result of not just typically one review, but you get consistent reviews, right? And that's the name of the game, is get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a month, and they see that consistent success track record over time, and they're like, drop the mic, where do I sign? Here's my checkbook, how much do I owe you? Right?
Yeah.
And that really is the key right there. It's that slow, consistent getting. That's how you get so much more. You get so many more referrals, deals close in an hour instead of 3 weeks, just by building up what we call social proof out there, right? And so, yeah, reviews are absolutely critical, and most people don't have them because it is one, they don't like asking for it, and then two, it's a cumbersome process whenever you got to get on the phone and do all these different things. So your process, okay, as a matter of fact, this leads perfectly into the next question. The next question is how can I automate getting more reviews and referrals? And that's where I was kind of going here, is their system allows you to automate it. So let's talk about some of the automation. Let's talk about how whenever you're out there manually asking for reviews, you're not going to get that many of them, because they have to dream it all up. It's a pain in the ass, honestly. They won't take the time. They just won't do it. They just won't do it because they're busy, not because they don't love what you're doing, but because they're busy. So with your system, dude, I got like 15 of them, and like, I don't know, just like that, because it's so easy. There's no thought put. It doesn't take. It's easy. It's the easy button. I'm all about that. So let's talk about some of the automation and how it makes it so much easier for you to get reviews.
Yeah, that's the key. And you brought up a really good point, Lee, because especially with this younger generation, like age 35 and under, it's crazy. They did a study on just that group, and they found that the majority of them, it's like 89% of them don't care about reviews that are older than 3 months.
Right.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if you have 500 reviews from a year ago that are all 5-star. If they're more than 3 months old, that younger generation, 35 and under, they don't care, because what they see is you used to be awesome, but you're not anymore, because nobody's giving you any more reviews, right? So it is important to have this automation in place that is consistently bringing in those reviews. And what our system does is it gives you a couple different ways to do that. One, you have an app that goes like on your phone. And that way, and I love that, because it's like, when you're out there, you're with one of your clients, you're dealing with them, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely amazing, right? Like agencies, like think about the agency. You're meeting with one of your clients, you're talking about the results, and they're like, oh my gosh, you literally generated an extra $100,000 in my business. And you're like, thank you so much. Can you write me a review? They're not going to happen.
You.
right? It's not going to happen. But if you literally pull your phone out right then and say, thank you so much for saying that. Could I just, take 30 seconds and have you say that one more time and record you doing it?
Yep.
And boom, you can capture. We did a study on this ourselves, and we found that sending someone an invite, like an email invite to do a review, about 10% of the people, 1 out of 10 will actually do it. Send them an invitation via text message, and it's about 30% will do it. Ask them to do it in person with like our app, and we found 70% of the people will do it. And the great thing about it is you're getting them when they're most excited, right?
I was going to say it's so authentic. It's real, right? The genuine nature of it. They're like, they're fired up, baby. Oh, they're loving life right now. They're loving it. They're thinking about how you drove $100,000 extra into their bank account, and they're ecstatic about it. And so capturing it in that moment has got, first off, you get 70% more, but the excitement behind it is going to be awesome. It's going to be a game changer. I remember we were at a conference together. I can't remember where it's. I think it might have been David Fagan's event. I can't remember. It was an event. I think it's out in LA or something. I can't remember where it was. And I remember that your booth was nothing but more or less like an Instagram background, and people would come there all day. I mean, all day. And man, they were just, I bet you they must have been 200 people recorded damn reviews right there, because it's so easy. Again, it's just right on your phone. Literally, it's just like, it's just like opening up Facebook, right? Bam, access camera, bam. And then from there, it immediately goes up. Yeah, I think it'll notify them so they can go in there and write some stuff up on it or whatever, whatever. I don't remember exactly how that. Yeah, I think you get their email address and a little more information in that whole process as well. And it's so easy, and it actually turned out to be almost like a game. I swear, everybody's like, "Let's go over to the booth and do it." It was like it was a social thing, and it was awesome. But it was so easy. That was the coolest thing about it. It was so
well. And let me tell you this: we just did a virtual event this past weekend.
Yeah.
So normally we'd be at this event live, and we'd be doing what you're talking about, capturing these video reviews right at the booth, right? But it was a virtual event. We captured 200 video reviews in 5 minutes for this event.
Wow.
200 video reviews in 5 minutes using our system, because it was all automated, right? It was like, and the great thing about it, like you said, was not only is there the automation to help you get the review, but then there's the automation to market it, because that's where most people miss the boat. Even if they get the review, they don't know how to market it and get it out there. I met a guy at an event one year, and this guy puts on events. That's what he does. It's his whole business. Is he puts on 3 or 4 events a month, and has hundreds of people come to these events. And he was asking us a little bit about our system, SoTellUs, and he's like, yeah, he goes, I hire a videographer at every single one of my events, and they capture video testimonials. And I was like, that is awesome. And he goes, I go, how many do you have? And he goes, I have 10,000. And I'm like, oh my gosh, 10,000 video testimonials? That is so cool. I go, where are they? Where can I see them? And he's like, they're all sitting on a hard drive right next to my computer. And I was like, I wanted to die. I was dying.
First off, that's content snippets. That's repurposed. Anyway, that's the best content ever, right? So anyway.
Yeah. And no one's ever seen it. It's all sitting on a hard drive. So that's what he immediately signed up for our service. He's like, because wait a minute. He's like, you're telling me instead of hiring a videographer for thousands and thousands of dollars, my staff can just put an app on their phone and they can capture these video reviews from people right there at the event, and it will
in real time.
Yeah, go on my website. It'll instantly go to my social media sites. Like, you'll get it ranked in the search engine. I mean, he was blown away, because he's like, he told me he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars capturing those 10,000 video reviews that never left a hard drive.
I hear that kind of stuff all. It drives me nuts. Oh, my OCD's going on. So, all right, now there's one other piece of this puzzle I want to kind of throw out there for the audience, and that's going to be how they can increase their monthly recurring revenue. Okay. Reputation management and things like this is kind of part of it. It's not really, you're not really built to be a reputation management platform. You're built to build out reviews. But obviously, if you can get a lot more reviews than all the bad ones, hence why you need reputation management in the first place, you can just push them down. So obviously it kind of overlaps a little bit, right? So my students get asked about how to build up their online how to build up their 5 stars, and they're constantly getting asked these questions. And so this platform, obviously, I set it up for my business, and it took me I don't know, 20 minutes, I think,
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I tweaked it over the next couple of weeks, and I was constantly emailing, what the hell is this for? Like kind of thing. And me, I configured it to where I didn't want it to syndicate straight to my Facebook wall or group without me controlling the content on that one. So I wanted to be able to get the thumbnails and things like that. So I personally turned that off now, but it does syndicate to Google, my website, and some other places like that I've turned on. So it's easily configurable. So therefore, you can configure it to however your clients want to use it. So if they're on Yelp, awesome. If they're not, whatever, awesome. Turn it off, right? Facebook, Google, same kind of scenario. Okay. So it allows you to sell a platform that's going to get them a lot more reviews, going to get them a lot more referrals, and you get mailbox money. And so, Troy, talk to them about how you got this. What I refer to as kind of like a concierge, like a red carpet kind of service for agencies. You have educational materials. You actually help close the deals. I don't want to spoil the surprise. You tell them. So go ahead and tell them how this works.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've been in business for over 20 years. And the majority of that 20 years, we've grown our business by working with partners, right? People just like you that work with other businesses. And that's kind of our bread and butter. And so we build all of our programs to help our partners be super successful. And we've literally paid out millions of dollars to partners over the last 20 years. And with SoTellUs, we've launched SoTellUs about 5 years ago, and it's absolutely blown up. Like, we have over 5,000 clients in 28 countries. And a lot of those have come through partners. And the great thing about it is we believe in long-term partnerships. So like, our longest partner is a guy named Joe Polish, if you know him.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I have been sending Joe a check for 20 years, every month for 20 years, off of a product that we sold at one of his events back in 1999 from his stage. Like, that's the type of partnerships that we built. And so with the SoTellUs, we did the exact same thing. We built this amazing product and platform where basically the agencies don't have to do anything. We get a lot of agencies that say, like, well, I want to white label this. And I always tell people, white label is good in some cases, but the problem with white label is you have to do all the work. Right? You've got to fulfill everything, which means you're not out selling more clients and growing your agency. I mean, I owned an agency for a very, very long time. And it was like, I had to go out and I had to sell. And then once I sold it, I had to fulfill, and I couldn't be selling because I was fulfilling. And then it would, shoot, now I need more money. So I'd have to stop and go out and sell again. Like, it was horrible. So what we did is we built, kind of like you said, kind of a red carpet concierge service where it's not a white label, but because we're going to take care of all of the work. So what we offer our partners is we will do 2 live webinars a year where we set everything up. We set the landing pages up, the registration, all of that. And all they have to do is invite people to it. We will put the webinar on. We will close the sales for you. So we give our partners that.
You do this for them, right? So in other words, you set it all up. You got the presentation. Any leads that come in, you'll close them and everything, right? So you're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah, and they get a recurring commission on that in perpetuity. Not like for 12 months, but in perpetuity, And that's just one of the things that we do. We also give our referral partners a dedicated salesperson. Because again, we want you out finding new people, not learning how to sell our product. So all our referral partners do is they just refer them over to their salesperson. The salesperson sets up the demo, does all of the follow-up calls, emails, everything until they actually closes it, gets them to their success coach, gets them set up. And the referral partner, all they did was give an email and say, hey, I want to introduce you to, Nick.
Yep.
So it's super easy.
So it's the easiest mailbox money you'll ever make. Okay. I mean, and again, my first agency, was it was the world's largest. I'm assuming it still is the world's largest Infusionsoft agency out there. I don't keep up with it. I guess I'm assuming they still are. And so I bring that up. It's because mailbox money, right? Big fan of it. And we had multiple 5-figure checks coming in. I mean, big checks coming in, right? And it's definitely not a get rich quick kind of thing, but having partners like Troy, because I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you out there figured this out already out there, but not all referral partners and affiliate deals are created equally. cold hard truth is about 75% of them never pay out. Okay, that's just, I hate to say it, but it's true. And truth is, it's most of the time it's not because they're trying to rip anybody off. They just don't have the system to track it. It's effing complex. Okay, if you ever get into that kind of scenario, it is not easy. I'm telling you, it sounds like it's easy, but it is not that easy. Okay, things can fall through the cracks. Who was the actual lead source? This person sent it out an email at this 1 minute. Somebody sent it out 3 minutes later. Who actually gets credit for that? Anyway, trust me, it can get sideways really quick. But I've known this man for a long time. By the way, I want to get an update on your brother. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about that after this. But times, anyway, they pay out. Okay, they're legitimate. They're above the line. And again, I don't bring people onto my podcast and do referral partner. This is a great way. It's kind of like merchant accounts. If you sign up a credit merchant account, you're only going to make $5 or $10 a month on them. On the smaller ones, right? No, on the larger ones, you can make thousands of dollars a month on them. Most people get started out with doing the smaller deals, but then you jump ahead a few years and you get 50 or 100 of those. Next thing you know is you're making 10 grand a month, not doing anything, right? Exact same kind of scenario. You got to trust the referral partner. You got to trust the platform, and you got to know that they're going to have your best interest at heart. And I know that Troy does that on all of those in spades. So, Troy, this is what I like to call the shameless plug moment. So. Shamelessly plug whatever you want. Whatever you want to do, throw it out there. You can take as much time as you need. So.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah. So again, our big thing is we want to work with, referral partners. We want to work with agencies. We want to make their life easy and give them a product that they can provide to their clients that's going to be very successful. It's very interesting with this whole COVID thing. A lot of small businesses were hurt, and they were hurt pretty bad. And a lot of our partners, we kind of reached out to all of our partners and we're talking to them. How are you guys doing? What's going on? And it was amazing the responses we got back. So many of them said, oh man, it's tough. I'm losing, I have a lot of people call in, a lot of businesses close, a lot of cancel service. But every single one of them said the crazy thing is that of all the services I offer, the one that they never cancel is your service. And we really haven't seen that with SoTellUs. The majority, even during all of this hard time, people need their social proof. They know how important it is. They love seeing the referrals come in through our automated system, and there's no way they're going to give that up. Now, why is that important? One, because it makes you look like a rock star in front of your client, when they are receiving such great benefit from the software. And two, you get to keep that residual income for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get to keep that mailbox money coming in. That's got to help when cash flow gets a little tight, so.
Yeah, I mean, we had right at the beginning of COVID, we had several partners reach out and say, all right, I really need to start pushing SoTellUs because I need recurring income, because they sold bigger ticket items and all of a sudden nobody was buying those. One of our partners actually reached out and she got with her dedicated sales rep. First month working together, 24 sales. Next month, 20 sales. Boom, boom, boom. They've just been cranking.
Let's do some quick math on that. 20 sales. Remember, it's about $30 a month in reoccurring, 30 or $35 a month in reoccurring. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, so, about $35.
So in 1 month, okay, so that is not 600. That's $700 a month. Okay. What is that? $8,400 a year? That's $8,400 a year in perpetuity for basically giving the leads to a dedicated sales rep that you didn't have to do shit with in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You just hand them over and then Nick took care of them. You know what I'm talking about? Nick just made you $8,400 that year, and every year afterwards. You know what I mean? Unless obviously some attrition, some people will fall off like that. But if you do it again the next month, anyway, it just keeps building. So it's not rocket science to see how this builds up, and it builds up really, really quickly. I mean, even if you only sign up 2 or 3 deals a quarter, okay, jump ahead 4 years, and next thing you know is you're getting $1,000 check a month from SoTellUs. And Troy will be ecstatic to sign that check. I promise you, he'll be all over it. So no doubt.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people, because we give a 35% commission. Yeah. And I always tell people, I want you to think about whatever service you're offering right now. What is your net profit on that service? Are you making 35% net profit? Because I'm giving you 35% off the top in perpetuity. So what most of our referral partners find is that they do make a better profit margin on just referring business to us than actually selling and fulfilling their own stuff.
No, I've been working on building up my mailbox money, and it's not a whole lot. I've been working more on building my coaching business than I have the mailbox part. But now that I kind of got the foundation, the product line optimized, and I'm happy with the brand finally after 2.5 years. Finally got my brand dialed in and got my product line optimized. At least this time it only took me 2.5 years instead of 10 years, right? So that's
right, exactly.
Better, right? And so now, right, and there's the difference. There's what the experience does for you right there. So,
Yes.
and so I'm definitely going to be working on building up my mailbox money and looking forward to it. So, well, Troy, thank you so much. I know you're super busy. We actually have a scheduled promotion coming up down the road. Here's why we're recording this right now. And so I'm excited about putting that out there. I think it's November, late November, I think, somewhere. I can't remember the exact dates.
Yeah, I think it's the first week of December. We'll be talking about, basically 7 strategies to get more clients with reviews and referrals. And I think that'll be really important, especially for the agencies, because I'm going to be talking about, we launched a product and we generated $500,000 in recurring revenue in 6 months. And it was all based on videos of customers sharing their experiences. And we're going to be talking about how we did that, because I'm telling you right now, that's when our agency exploded, was when we realized learned how to leverage our customers' experience in marketing all across the internet. And that's what we're going to be talking about in that webinar. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, that's exciting. I love that. I'm a big fan of mailbox money. $500,000 in 6 months in mailbox money. Drop the mic, walk off stage. I'm done. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, Troy, thank you so much for coming on today's Agency Success GPS podcast. And everyone out there, have a wonderful day. Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And of course, let's get you over to the next episode. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe to my podcast. And if you are not following us on YouTube or in our private Facebook group, make sure to get over there and check those out as well. And of course, we're also always available at marketingagencycoach.com. Look forward to seeing you at all those channels, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.